in the heart of the American South, a story unfolds that would shock the conscience of a nation. The year is 1932, and the dusty roads of Macon County, Alabama, are about to become the stage for one of the most unethical medical studies in history. In these sterile laboratories, a decision was made that would impact generations. This is the story of the Tuskegee syphilis study, a 40-year nightmare that sacrificed human lives on the altar of scientific curiosity. Macon County, rural enclave in Alabama, became ground zero for a study that would span 4 decades. 600 men, fathers, brothers, sons, all African American, all unaware of the true nature of the study they were about to join, driven by scientific curiosity, but at what cost to human dignity and ethics. 1932 marked the beginning of a study that would outlast the economic crisis and 2 world wars. Of the 600 men recruited, 399 had latent syphilis. But here's where the study took its dark turn. These men were never told they had syphilis. Instead, they were told they were being treated for bad blood. In the 1940s, penicillin emerged as an effective treatment for syphilis. As the world celebrated this medical breakthrough, the Tuskegee subjects were deliberately denied treatment. Why? The researchers wanted to observe the full progression of the disease. Syphilis ravaged their bodies, causing blindness, mental impairment, and excruciating pain. These weren't just test subjects. They were human beings. Fathers unable to see their children grow, husbands becoming shadows of their former selves. Graves multiplied, families mourned, all while the study continued unabated. But the tragedy didn't end with the men. Like ripples in a pond, the effects of the study spread to their loved ones. Wives were infected, unaware of the danger. Children were born with congenital syphilis. 40 wives infected, 19 children born with congenital syphilis. But secrets, this dark can't stay buried forever. Enter Peter Buxton, a public health service investigator with a conscience. In 1972, he blew the whistle, exposing the study to the press and the world. The reaction was swift and furious. How could this happen in America? 1972, a year that saw the Watergate scandal begin. But for the men of Tuskegee and their families, it marked the end of a 40-year nightmare. The final toll was staggering. Of the original 399 men with syphilis, 28 had died directly from the disease, 100 from related complications. The fallout was immense. Lawsuits were filed, congressional hearings were held, and a national reckoning began. From this dark chapter, change emerged. Today's medical research facilities are a far cry from those of 1932. Ethical considerations are now at the forefront of every study. But the legacy of Tuskegee lingers. Trust, once broken, is hard to rebuild. Many in the African American community still view medical research with suspicion. This story isn't just history, it's a call to vigilance. In our interconnected world, we all have a role to play in ensuring ethical practices. If this story has moved you, share it, discuss it. Ensure that the lessons of Tuskegee are never forgotten.